What's going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today we're going to talk to you about SERV Robotics. I want to go over some of the data points, break it down on what is really causing it to go down so much this morning, and if this is a buy the dip moment or not. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So SERV is down 37% pre-market, absolutely getting decimated. It is the second most heavily traded stock right now pre-market. No news from the company itself, although there was a SEC form that was just submitted, and that is a amended 13G. So this is what's prompting a lot of fear. So what really got, let's say, SERV very popular was NVIDIA did make and have a stake in SERV. So that's what got it on the map. That's what people saw as the next big thing. So everyone just flooded towards it. Now that NVIDIA essentially did sell out their position, you're having people panic. And so I wanted to kind of go over what my true thoughts are on this. So even though my last video I did put out in January, I did anticipate a significant pullback coming, that had nothing to do with this. Obviously, I didn't forecast NVIDIA taking out their position, but nonetheless, though, if you think about it, the reason why people are getting in, like for instance, over the last little bit, is because of future potential of SERV Robotics, the company itself, because NVIDIA got in back in August. And so they already caused the hype. People now getting in are self-aware of what the current multiples are, and they're accepting that. So they see SERV as a good, viable investment right now. So I feel like this pullback is very much unjustified. And again, don't get me wrong, I still did anticipate a pullback. That's just based on how high it ran up. But nonetheless, this sell-off today is unjustified. And I feel like smart money is going to buy the dip today. And just generally over the last little bit, you have even had shorts returning quite a lot, signaling that they see obviously more upside with SERV Robotics. So right now 15.25% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 3.82 million shares. Shorts recently did return quite a lot, so when short interest went from roughly 28.74 beginning of February to where it is now. So again, that is very optimistic if you ask me. Utilization 79.96, and then short score, so the higher the number, the higher the likelihood of a squeeze happening, is sitting at 72.23. So all in all, fairly good stuff. The fact that shorts were returning is kind of signaling that they saw more and do see more upside. But as far as the options, so from yesterday you had 4.58 million in calls, 1.03 million in puts. And so you kind of had a lot of optimism. Even the bears, looking at this, they did not anticipate it to be anywhere remotely at those prices. For face value, from what they can see, it looks like the most and worst case scenario, they just saw $21. That's basically it. But you can see right here, these are all the transactions occurring on the secondary market. Big money is still buying in, even through the dark pool. So like I said, I think that there is and was a pullback needed, but not to these prices. So I think today is going to be a good buying the dip moment, whether you are a swing trader or potentially day trader. I don't believe that they did announce their earnings, so estimated to be the 28th. That could be a pretty good recovery for that. Negative 13 cents for the earnings per share is the estimate. 254,000 for the revenue. Over the last 90 days, you've had one positive, two negative revisions to the earnings per share. Just to give you a quick overview of everything, and on a side note, it does look like it is recovering, so that's kind of a good thing. So analyst ratings, last one was done 23 days ago. 30 days ago, $23 price target, got that mixed up. Firm is Northland, and analyst is 51% success rating. So let me know your viewpoint on this. This one, I feel like today I'm even going to be buying the dip once I get off this, and because I see, like I said, a lot of good upside with this, and just even potentially for a swing trade. So let me know your viewpoint. Are you going to be selling? Are you buying? What is your general thoughts on SERV Robotics? And for those of you that are kind of locked in with options, what's your general plan? So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And then one additional thing I just wanted to bring up, I don't know if it's going to affect the market all that much, but retail sales just came out and it was very bad. So it came out -0.9, forecast was 0. So it doesn't seem to be affecting the market all that much. If anything, it's actually causing it to recover. So I think this is one of those inverse types of scenarios that we wanted somewhat negative data to justify a potential push higher. Yesterday's euphoria day, even SERV went up 17% yesterday. I think there was just a natural pullback starting to kind of occur. So right now, Dow is down 0.12, S&P, it is up slightly, NASDAQ is down 0.03. So nothing overly crazy. We'll just have to wait and see. And in my opinion as well, a lot of heavily shorted stocks are going to be returning or have shorts return their shares today because it is a long weekend. And typically, shorts don't like to hold over long weekends. A lot of things could happen, and B, it's somewhat an extra day that they have to pay to borrow the stock when it's somewhat unnecessary. So let me know your viewpoint on everything that I mentioned. Do you disagree? Or do you think it is time to sell? What's your overall thoughts? And then one final thing, if you're looking for good buy signals, pop over to my Patreon where I give buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto. Many of them have been absolutely on point and bangers. Definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.